He's pretty simple.
But but the music that plays in that background during that fight, it's wonderful.
Oh, it's so godly. Oh my gosh. I praise it whenever I listen to it. I mean, it's amazing. You get this like feeling of like devastation, godly powers. It's so hard to describe. It's like, oh my god. You're flying around Sherabog while he's on Bald Mountain. He shoots flames at you. He like pushes you away with his wings. He could smash you, I think, or something. He shoots a lot of fireballs at you. Some of them are homing. Some of them are just like this like huge blast.
This would be the reason why he would be the ultimate Pokemon.
Sherabog, I choose you.
One hit KOs everywhere.
Everywhere. So anyway, back to the Kingdom Hearts. He is a troll. He could be a troller if you're a first timer. Once you get the hang of it, it's just repeat. You have to repeat everything. It's a basic system. It may take a while, but you can repeat it. Definitely use the ability scan. It tells you how much longer you have to go, and it helps you devise strategies.
But of course, he has like a lot of health.
Yeah, he has a lot of health.
And like really the more health you take down, the more powerful his like flame burst attack is.
And so you're just like, it's like one of the most like epic looking bosses in the world, which I personally I'm a big fan of it because it is really amazing to fight Sherabog, the devil. That is amazing to fight. And so you fight him, and it's like, oh my god, you think you're gonna die, you will, a couple of times. It took me a while for me to get the hang of him. Then you defeat him, it's like, oh, thank god. So you go down, which I'm guessing is Bald Mountain, because he's guarding it, so I'm guessing it's Bald Mountain. You go down there, and you find, I'm guessing technically it's supposed to be a Heartless Hell.
Yeah, pretty much, because you're in a room where there's like, you know, the whatever the symbol is for the Heartless or whatever that's in the room, which gets destroyed, but you have to fight a bunch of Heartless, like, for like what feels like forever.
To go through it and all that stuff. It's so stupid. But then you get to this point, which is pretty creepy. I think, if I remember right, you would go through a portal, and it would transfer you to one of the worlds you visited, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like this room.
I want to say that's before you fight what's his face?
Sherabog?
Yeah.
I think it was after, because I thought like you would go to this point where you would go to Winnie the Pooh's world, and you would it would give you the option: do you want to continue forward? There's no going back, and you would go. And I think you had got to like this area where you would fight till you got to the final room, which it had the Heartless door. And it was like, after this, you're never gonna come back. This is like your last chance for anything, I think.
Yeah, because there's like a save room, or it was like a save room after that.
Yeah.
And there was a door, and then you would go for that door and get ready for like 10 boss fights at once.
Oh, God. Okay, so this is because at this point, like one save state before, like the last save state, you can choose to go back, which I recommend, because well, one, you're not gonna go any further than this. This is the last.
This is
spot.
the point where you would want to stock up on like maybe potions, you know,
and save. Definitely save. You do not want to continue on after this without saving or stocking up, and you can actually go back out to the worlds and get more experience if you want to. Because here's the side deal that is pretty cool. You have the chance. There are 4 different bosses that you can go through. 2 of them are at Colosseum. 1 is in Neverland. 1 is in Agrabah.
Right.
The 2 in Colosseum is part of like the competition. It's part of the championships, for the Hades Cups and whatnot. It's like the most epicest. It's like the biggest challenge. you have two fights. You have like you get to fight this mysterious opponent, or you get to continue on with one of the cups. You get to fight the crystal monster, the Ice Titan.
Yeah, the Ice Titan. Yeah, I remember fighting him.
Hmm? You know, you never remember fighting him?
No, I said I remember fighting him.
Oh, okay. But yeah, like he is a troll. He can kill you within seconds, and it's a hard boss to beat. Then, if you pick the other one, it's Sephiroth.
Yeah,
which
fuck that.
He's a godmon. He's like a demigod that
he has his own theme song playing in the background.
Sephiroth, and he like slashes at you.
Oh, 3 hits, you're dead. Oh,
it's like you're solo on this one. They tell you, okay, you have to do this alone, and you have to do that again with the Ice Titan as well because it's part of the competition. But they say you have to do this alone. So it's you, yourself, and I that has to go out there and fight Sephiroth with your Keyblade, and that is the hardest boss in the entire world, and I've never been able to beat him. Then there's one in Agrabah, which is some sort of like 4-armed sword thing that the carpet takes you out to fight. It is hard to beat. It like flies around, it's like a UFO. It digs underground and it comes up and it slashes at you. And at this point you get the ability to do a tri-attack. You do something, Donald and Goofy do this like joint attack that's like almighty powerful, which is actually pretty good. It's pretty good at final attack, and it does take off a good amount of its health. It's so hard to beat. It cancels out your magic at some points. It sometimes like will protect itself with a shield, but you have to hit it with the specific type of magic in order to beat it, to break through the shield. It slashes at you repeatedly. It can cut down your health within seconds. It can take out your friends in a matter of seconds. They could be gone and dead. Then you have this one in Neverland, which I think it's called the Phantom.
It kind of looks like a flying Grim Reaper in a way.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the scythe, which kind of sucks because that would have been pretty cool, but it's still a hard boss. The point of this boss is that it's like a death sentence timer type deal. It will like set a time onto one of your characters and it'll be beeping over it, like counting down, as at the same time as Big Ben, the clock tower. Your goal is to actually stop the clock and to fight him, and like wait for the stop magic to stop and to reuse it again, so it doesn't like run out of time, and you can keep your allies. Because you fly around, you're trying to attack him, he like zigzags around. Like if that clock reaches 0, your friend is out for the count, no revival whatsoever. They are gone, and you can't replace them. So you are royally fucked completely. And it's those 4 bosses are the hardest bosses in my opinion when it comes to this game. But if you beat them, you can get serious experience points, and I do believe you can get some sort of prize at the end, but I don't know what it is. I never really looked it up, and I never gotten it myself, so I have no idea what it is at the end. But it's something worth it. There's definitely like a whole bunch of experience after that, and which really sucks is when I go through the final gameplay, all the final bosses, I gain up an extra level during the first 2 bosses. And I'm like,
that's how I was. Or it'd be like towards the last few bosses.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I would get like leveled up, and it sucked. It just really sucked.
Because technically those level ups don't count because you can't go back and save.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anything. All that experience you get, it doesn't really make much of a difference. It helps
because your last save chance was before that, so...
Mm-hmm. And then, let's see, you go to Destiny Islands, you fight, Ansem. He has like 20 forms. First off, he starts off with this like demon. First off, you fight a dark side. You beat him. Donald and Goofy are in the background. They can't get to you. You fight Sephiroth. I mean, not Sephiroth.
I don't want to fight Sephiroth. I say, no, the game's never going to be beat then.
That would be the ultimate troll. Your final boss, fight Sephiroth. No. But you fight Ansem. He comes out with this like heartless sticking out of his back. That's like a trolling attack. It took me a while for me to beat that guy. Then he would like attack. He would come out. He would attack you with his big arms. Ansem,
Ansem.
Like with his arms crossed and just like floating around and just like attack, like having his heartless thing attack you, and which it was a troll in all its own. Then after you would beat that, you would go into this like hole of darkness, and you'd come out to this like huge battleship with Ansem connected to it through the back, and he's like standing there with like floating there with some sort of like I don't know, scythe type double-edged sword. I don't know what to describe it, but it's like a double-edged sword. He's slashing around, and you're supposed to like take down certain parts of it, go inside, find Goofy and Donald, and fight darkness itself, which is actually pretty cool because this is the deal. You go into this like room, and it's pitch black dark. The only light that you get is from the insignia of Heartless that's on the ground. You have to fight shadows that are coming out, which look like just little yellow glowing eyes. And it's so cool because the idea is like you're actually fighting darkness itself in like the most hellish place on Earth. So you're fighting it. You find Goofy, you find Donald, you pull them back out of the ship. You go in back and you fight Ansem himself, and he's like slashing at you. He's like having like missiles shot at you. It's so hard to beat. It's so complex. There's so many things, but it's so worth it. Because at the end, after you beat him, he's like, Kingdom Hearts, fill me with darkness. And then my personally favorite line of the series, I know now that Kingdom Hearts is light.
Stripper's asshole.
And so the door of Kingdom Hearts open, and light comes out, and it destroys Ansem. But inside there are Neo shadows everywhere, and you're like, no, I thought light was inside Kingdom Hearts. But then Riku comes out of nowhere. I'm not even sure how he does. I think it's
like, hi guys, just here.
Yeah, he's just there. It's like, sup. And Mickey's there too. He's like, come on, Sora, let's close this door for good. And he's holding out his Keyblade, which is like yours, but they switched the color around. Instead of like
silver is like gold.
Yeah, gold, silver, they switch places, and like the blue becomes red. But so he's like, come on, Sora, let's close this door for good. And Riku's like, take care of Kairi. And they close the door to Kingdom Hearts. And inside and on the inside, Mickey closes it on the inside. Sora closes it on the outside. You close the door to Kingdom Hearts, and they are technically trapped in darkness, Riku and King Mickey.
Yep.
And then you go to this very long CGI cutscene, which is pretty cool. It's like the worlds are slowly coming together.